Good morning, Countryside. I'm Leah Alvarez, and this is UPC. The man New York authorities say used a truck to kill at least 8 people and injure 11 in Manhattan on Tuesday had an address in Tampa, Florida. 29-year-old Saifullah Saipov is an immigrant from Uzbekistan who has tried to make a living on the road as an Uber and a truck driver. He has had a few brushes with the law for traffic offenses and may have lived in several states over the years, including apartments in Tampa Bay. Saipov was married and had 2 or 3 children once he moved here from Uzbekistan in 2010. The investigation into the New York terrorist attack is continuing, and will Saipov being held in custody.
2 men have been arrested and accused of a drive-by shooting in St. Pete Beach. Pinellas County Sheriff's detectives have been looking for the gunman since Saturday and said both of the men admitted to going on a random shooting spree during the weekend in Treasure Island. The men, Bailey Jenkins and Thomas Loden, are both 18 and are facing aggravated battery charges. Loden is also facing a charge of throwing a deadly missile into a vehicle. Deputies said the men were responsible for shooting 51-year-old Kurt Allen Lang on Saturday. Lang said he was walking with a family member when he heard what sounded like a firecracker. He then felt pain and grabbed his chest. He was transported to Bayfront Medical Center and had to go undergo emergency surgery for a wound to his abdomen. Investigators say his injury appeared to be consistent with a small caliber round. The 2 boys were taken into custody and the investigation is ongoing and there could be additional charges. FBLA meeting in A7 after school today. See Mr. Felt for details. Student government is sponsoring a food drive for Salvation Army next week, November 6th through 10th. Bring in food items to your 4th period, and the class with the most items will get a pizza lunch.
In sports, Devin has news on the Dodgers. Mr. Settle?
Jansen blew a 94-mile-per-hour pitch past Carlos Beltran to wrap up a 6-out save Tuesday night, and Dodger Stadium roared with equal elements of excitement and anticipation. The Los Angeles Dodgers and Houston Astros will play for a championship in Chavez Ravine on Wednesday night, wrapping up 2 outstanding seasons in Game 7. The biggest stage in North American team sports. 2 100-win teams will play a winner-take-all finale to the baseball season for the first time since 1931. For the 4th time in 7 years, the Fall Classic is going to Game 7. It's the 39th time since baseball went to the best-of-7 World Series format, and the first time it has happened in back-to-back seasons since 2001-2002. That's all I have in entertainment. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Mr. Settle. Hampden Station, a neighborhood craft beer and pizza spot in Clearwater, put the notice up on October 24th that children will no longer be allowed in their restaurant. This has created a ton of controversy on the issue. Troy Taylor opened Hampden Station in 2015. It had a family-friendly atmosphere with action figures holding order numbers on tables. It's also situated on the very busy Nebraska Avenue. The no kids decision, he said, was the end result of a lot of people who couldn't keep their kids under control. He wouldn't share specifics, but pointed to a recent incident as the catalyst. He's sure he would have been sued and had the worst happen. A kid was in danger and could have been seriously hurt. Troy stated that it was a liability and safety issue. Under federal law, businesses are allowed to call the shots when it comes to allowing children in their business. The controversy is whether this action is uncalled for, and banning all children because of one incident is extreme. While some adults believe this is completely justified and he should not get ridiculed for making a relaxing, kid-free place.
An 11-year-old was critically injured after being attacked by 24-year-old Colton Driggers, who was upset because he couldn't go to sleep. The suspect was sleeping on the couch as a temporary guest at the home, and the 11-year-old was also sleeping on the couch. He reportedly became angry when he couldn't go to sleep because the boy was talking in his sleep. At that time, he attacked the boy, beating him while he lay on the couch. The mother was able to get a dog to attack the suspect, which allowed her son to escape into the street. As they were trying to get to the neighbor's home for help, Driggers tackled them in the driveway of the home, where he then stabbed the boy 3 times in the upper torso. Driggers was arrested and charged with attempted first-degree murder, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated child abuse, battery on a law enforcement officer, and resisting arrest with violence. He's being held without bond. That's all we have for you today on UPC.
Thank you for watching and have a great day, Countryside.